And here we go! Bam! Winner, winner, victory dinner! Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG, your home of MTG that is uncommonly good. I am your host, Dr. Yukon Suckit, broadcasting to you today from our secret underground headquarters, home of the uncommonly good MTG Resistance. Today I'm bringing to you a deck that I found over on Untapped GG, that's where I got it from, called AZORIUS Magecraft. And here's the reason why, is because for my daily, I got to get 750 coins if I play blue and white. And I said, well, I haven't played an Azorius deck in a while. So I went to go see what we had available, what was there out there, what was going on. And there's this one, Azorius Magecraft. And one of the things I'm looking for are decks that have a bunch of new Capenna cards in it. And this one appears to have a bunch of new Capenna cards in there. So let's take a look. According to Untapped GG, this seems getting about a 54.3% win rate. Let's see what's in it. Starting off at the low end, like here's the deal. So if take a look at this, there's a lot of low end cards. I mean, this is all the ones, this is all the twos, and like then there's like 3 cards otherwise. You know, it's like this and some. I mean, just 2 cards. That's it. 2 different cards. So this is a cheap deck. Let's find out why that is now. Okay. We've got Guiding Voice, which costs 1 mana. You put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and learn. Here's our learn cards. We'll get to them later, okay? So we've got Homestead Courage, which you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Okay, and it gets Vigilance until the end of turn. So it looks like we're putting a bunch of counters, just individual counters and things for as cheap as possible there. We got Fly, which is enchanted creature has flying, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon. Oh, I hate venturing into the dungeon, but I suspect flying, for one, is pretty good. We've got Slip Out the Back. You put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and it phases out. All right. I love phasing. I think that's the bee's knees. All right, so we got You See a Guard Approach, as in, you see a guard approach. What do? Well, you can either distract the guard by doing your amazing fan dance, where you tap target creature, or you could hide, where the target creature you control gains hexproof until the end of the turn. All right. Then we got March of the Swirling Mist. I swear, I loved, and triple loved this card. I don't think it's used enough. We got 3 of them in this deck, so we'll see. I personally love to just phase out other people's stuff and then just come marching through and do whatever we want. Now, the interesting thing is that I have yet to see a creature, any creature whatsoever. So what do we got here? Oh, look, it's a creature. Good. So we got Illuminator Virtuoso, who is a 1/1 for 2, but he's got double strike. Nice. So whenever this dude becomes a target of a spell you control, which we have a bunch of those, it connives, which means that you get a draw card and discard a card, and if you discard something that's not a land, then you get a +1/+1 counter on that creature. So this guy can get big, and he's got double strike, so that'll be good. Got Luminarch Aspirant, who will put counters on things like the double striker. We've got protection from a color until the end of your turn, or land. Okay. Twinblade Geist, so double strike. Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here. And then you can disturb to enchant creature, which gives it double strike. All right. Well, we only have 1 creature so far, or 2, I guess. What else we got here? We got Ledger Shredder. Bird Advisor. 1/3. Flying. Whenever a creature casts their second spell each turn, Ledger a player. So that means this could happen when your opponent does it too. Ledger Shredder connives. So this guy can get big. Hopefully he can survive. You got some phasing to help you out, right? We got the Mischievous Catgeist, which deals, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. Otherwise, you can enchant somebody with it once it becomes the dead. And it does the same thing. All right, so yeah, we don't have any control yet, none at all. But I guess that's what phasing's for to a certain degree. But that's all we have so far. It's just that. Let's see. As long as enchanted creature is attacking alone, it cannot be blocked. And then whenever the creature deals common damage to the player, it connives. All right. Well, I certainly hope we get some creatures because I mean, there's just nothing in here. This deck gets 53% as is. That seems really crazy to me. All right, so we got Emeria's Call, which for 7 allows you to put out 2 angels. Otherwise, you use it. God, I'm going to hold on to this card. It's because there are practically no creatures in this deck otherwise. Let's see, Seagate Restoration. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand plus 1. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. I don't really see us drawing a whole lot of cards, so interesting. And we got, this does 4 points of damage to a target attacking or blocking creature. This bounces some stuff. We got some regular lands. We got some dual lands. Over here we got our sideboard, but it's our lesson board. We got Academic Probation, which you choose one, which is opponents can't cast spells with the chosen name until your next turn. Choose target non-land permanent until the end of turn. It cannot block or attack, and its activated abilities cannot be activated. All right, that's an incredibly weak pacify. All right, here we go. Mercurial Transformation. We got 2 of those. Till the end of turn, target non-land permanent loses all abilities and becomes your choice of a blue frog or blue octopus. So something either becomes a 1/1 or a 2/2. Till the end of turn, target non-land permanent becomes one of those things. That's a sorcery. So apparently we're supposed to do that kind of stuff. All right. Environmental Sciences helps us get a land. Reduce memory, exiles target permanent, and then it gets a 3/2 creature out of the deal. Teachings of the Archaics. If the opponent has more cards in their hand than you do, draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards instead if the opponent has at least 4 more cards than you do in hand. And expand anatomy, put +2 counters on target creature against vigilance. All right, well, we've seen a bunch of double strike. We've seen a bunch of phasing and can't be blocked and draws cards. So I got to imagine this thing's going to get ripped apart by control, but let's see how well it does. Subscribe. And we're playing against Yudaisan. Yudaisan. All right. We have technically 2 mana. Is that enough for what we need? I mean, everything costs 2, right? Got a Catgeist. Let's keep it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. All right, there's a whole lot of nothing we can do. Here comes a Wolf Geist. Do I really want to play something obviously this turn? Let's do it. 1/1, 1/1. Yeah, let's double strike this monkey. No. I'm not blocking. Oh, let's go be mean. That's not a land, is it? Let's see if it's a land. There we go. All right, what do we can pull here? Let's pull a land. I'm getting a little skooky about not having land there. All right, let's go in for the attack. Let's deal 6 points of damage. Hexproof! Hexproof! What are we getting rid of here? I kind of want a little bit more land. Sure. I guess that was the land I kind of wanted, right? Stupid land. All right, I'm all in. Interest tapped. Let's go ahead and let's just keep going on this guy. Okay, we're gonna go to CRAZYTOWN eventually here, aren't we? Here's 12 damage! I gave away my flying, that kind of sucks, and I think about it. But I can just do the March of the Swirling Mist to phase out his dudes. That should be nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, I can basically get rid of 2 guys. Is he just gonna sit there and block? Is that what his deal is? I would bet so. I got trample as well. Yeah, he's gonna try it. Alright, let's go be mean. Here we go. Return target artifact creature enchantment to its owner's hand. Yeah, let's do that. Well, it costs too much. I can't do it. Alright, let's just go do it this way. 1. Ooh, that is way interesting. Why? Oh, because I don't have trample. He does. Nah, I wish I hadn't thrown away my flying. That trample's not gonna help me out terribly much, is it? Alright, so I lost, but I now know how to play this deck better. You gotta use those evasions there. We would have won if we hadn't had that hexproof for his one dude there. I mean, he could easily just sneak past 3 points of damage past me. There's no problem there. Yeah, come on down, Chinatown. Just attack with everyone. Oh, don't be a giant wuss. See, that kind of sucked. What am I going to do here? I need to target him. I don't know. Let's cat up. I mean, you got more than enough dudes to slide past me here. I'll do it. Good game. Come on. You can do it. I am. I'm crying. There you go. Good job. Oh, negative 13. Subscribe. Nicolas. All right, we've got. This thing is so light on mana. I mean, we got the 3. We got 2 creatures. Let's give it a try. There's fly. That's so I needed to keep that. That was a big problem. I was so focused on creeping creatures that I kept too many. Keep. Enters tapped. 1. Two. You try to counter me, Smokyo? What are we playing here? Esper. Gotta watch out for that control. Alright, so phase is out. Alright, so let's see. March of the Swirling Mist will keep my dudes alive. There we go. 2. Of course, I'm going to lose like all their tokens. But that's a small price to pay. Unless I get to keep them during a phase out. That'd be nice. Oh, suck it, fish. Yeah, it's not going to help at all. We'll get rid of that one. Yeah, what's happening here? I guess he's looking through all my stuff. Well, that's my favorite card. Oh, let's go see what we can learn about. Go to school. And can we do anything to protect ourselves against stuff? Yeah, let's just make them pump. Let's pump them up. We got nothing but lands at this point. Let's get rid of that, see if it works. Yep, that works great. Next. Alright. All I got left is fly. That's not going to help me out too much here. Don't do anything to the Ledger Shredder. Don't do it. Just give up the game. And we win! Woohoo! Subscribe. Alright, we're playing against DerkJagger. DerkJagger. Alright, 2 lands. Any creatures in there? None. Mulligan. Alright, let's keep it. What are we going to get rid of here? This thing. That's the only other land you got. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Yeah, we are just... I mean, I'll have to go back and take a look at the deal here. But we have like what, like 5 lands in the whole deck or something? Because it is always on the thin side. Either that or the shuffler is trying to screw me over. Don't you be opening your mouth at me, redfish. I guess I didn't really need to do the slow land that turn. Alright, Demir. It always seems like we're getting a lot of white right now. We're gonna need blue. I know it. Alright, please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. He's looking at it. It is just a 1/1. Do not worry about it. He is just a poor little boy. Alright, cool. Alright, so I got Hexproof, which is nice. That is so nice. And, what do I want to do here? Land. Gotta protect them. Gotta protect them. Here's the first round of damage. Here's the second round of damage. Alright. We're done. Don't you be touching me. Hexproof! Alright, what are we getting rid of here? Environmental Sciences. You have only made him stronger. Oh, can't give up on the flying. I'm sorry. Yep, you. Oh, I guess I could have killed him if I would have put out the Luminarch Aspirant. That's all on me. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Yep. I just was so excited about being able to attack, I didn't even think about it. Don't quit eyeballing me. One. And here we go. Bam! Winner, winner, victory dinner. Subscribe. So this is AZORIUS MAGECRAFT. You know, the funny part is that when we were looking at this at the beginning, I thought, where's the MAGECRAFT? I mean, there's literally nothing that says MAGECRAFT on it. You know, which is when you cast a spell, this thing does something. Usually gets a counter or whatever. And I guess the deal is that Connive is kind of that. Because you have the choice of either like keeping a land or, you know, taking that +1 counter. So that's what it really is. It's Azorius Connive, not Magecraft, but I guess we're calling it Magecraft because that's what people are expecting. Just kind of like how we are using the Azorius as though that we're still dealing with Ravnica, but I don't think there's anything Ravnican that is still standard legal at this point. So yeah, there you go. Now, okay, this deck lost once, twice in the 3 rounds that we just played with it. Thing is that if I had been paying attention, I could have won all 3 lands. It was all within our grasp, and it was just mistakes that I made by just being too excited to attack, or throwing away the wrong card because I didn't know how to play the deck yet, that lost us the game. So this thing could have won 3 times, and it could have won 3 times even harder than how it won the 2 times that it did. So this deck has got some teeth. I gotta believe that. I mean, okay, I was gonna say I gotta believe that control decks would take you down, but in reality, it's that phasing effect and the hexproof that we get from 3 different cards in here that keeps your dude alive, and he blossoms up quick. The best part about the Illuminator Virtuoso, he's double strike, and you get to connive whenever he's the target of a spell. So therefore, we are targeting him with spells that could give him a +1 counter. So therefore, he's going up by 2 per turn, as well as double striking that. So he basically goes from doing 2 points of damage. You put one of those things on there that puts him up to a 3, which makes him do 6 points of damage, and then 2 more on top of that makes him doing 10 points of damage. So these guys balloon out of control crazily. And by these guys, I mean Illuminator Virtuoso and the Twinblade Geist. Now this guy doesn't have the ability to balloon up like the other one does. He by far is the nasty pants that if you're going to try to kill anybody in this deck, that's who you have to target. Let's see. So the Shredder was actually pretty decent. I mean, what was it? Turn in the second game, the Shredder was the guy that we had, and just pumping him up, having flying, and going to town really helped. Now, of course, we have plenty of other abilities like the Twinblade Geist, who, if this guy dies, we have the ability to put him onto something like the Shredder to give him that double strike that we're looking for. And I got to say, I love the fact that phasing leaves counters on the creatures. It just keeps them out of phase, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I think is that I just ended up attacking alone like the vast majority of the time. So there's got to be some samurai stuff you could potentially put in here to maybe help your dudes out. Anytime it says when a dude attacks alone, then they get this or that. I got to believe that would help out this deck quite a bit too. Thing is they're not the target of a spell at that point. Yeah, I guess maybe other than putting Twinblade Geist out, maybe look at some of those samurais might be cool. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see. So, was this deck fun? Yes. Was it competitive? Yes. What would I rate it? Yeah. Here's the deal. I don't believe there's enough control in this deck. I really don't. I can't believe that a competitive deck could be without control. Yeah, if you look at the S tiers right now, I mean, do they really have control? This one might fit into that. I mean, it says it's got like a 54% win ratio. I don't know. I think this thing's pretty kick-ass. I'm going to give it definitely an A, and I'd say I'd have to play it a bunch more before I'd give it an A+. So yeah, I'm going to call it an A-level deck. And I bet if you play with this deck, you will have as much fun with it as I do. That's all for now. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, I want you to have a great day. In the words of my people, word to your mother. Bye.